Hey y'all. So I wanted to do a video about getting cold feet before you get surgery done. Um, when I was going through this process, the people that knew that I was going to be having gastric bypass asked me, "Are you nervous? Are you scared?" I got that question a lot. And, I always was like, no, 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 because I didn't want them to say, well, you don't have to do this. And da 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 da. I put on a brave front because I wanted their support, and I didn't. I thought that it would be harder to get that if I didn't show that. Yeah, this is what I want to do. This is, if I didn't show that, like, sorry, if I didn't show that, this is what I was ready for. This is what I wanted to do. So, but there was a little thing in the back of my head. Of course, I was nervous. Like, this is surgery. How are you not going to be nervous? And so I really felt like the only person that I had to talk to was myself. Like, I didn't even really feel like I could get on Instagram or on here on my channel or whatever and be like, God, I'm so nervous. Am I doing the right thing? Because my rational brain knew that I was doing the right thing and knew that I was doing the right thing for my health. And, you guys already know all the reasons. But, I wanted to keep it supportive and keep it upbeat, especially for, new people that might just be starting to go through the process. And I wanted them to be able to see someone that was upbeat and confident, because I was upbeat and I was confident. But at the same time, I was scared. Like, oh my God, I'm having surgery. That's scary. So I have shared some. Sorry, I got chat lips. I have shared some of the concerns that I had pre op in my videos, but I didn't really explain the cold feet quite so much. So every day I would pretty much have that talk with myself, like, is this what you want to do? And I would always say yes. Yes, this is what I want to do. And, I would keep going. But, there was also, after hearing so many people say, oh, you can lose weight by going to the gym and you can lose weight by eating right. And duh, do you know how many times I've done that in my life? Like, I've vacillated between 150 and 242 for over, I want to say 15 years. It might have been longer because I know that I was overweight when my daughter was little and she's 19 now. So, for at least half of my life, I have gone between being thin and being morbidly obese. So, I know how to lose weight. It's the whole keeping it off thing that I've had issues with. Um, so yes, I did something extreme. And where was I going with that? Well, anyways, so it didn't really hit me until the day of surgery or like the night before surgery. I remember laying in bed and thinking to myself, in 12 hours, I'm going to be getting ready for getting rolled back into the OR basically. So I was like, okay, is this still what you want to do? It's not too late. You can, maybe they'll charge you money for canceling or whatever, but, whatever. Are you sure that this is what you want to do? And I was like, yes, it is. So the morning of the surgery, my mom was driving me to surgery. And she's like, I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you sure this is what you want to do? And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, no, take me home. But I knew. I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. So she couldn't go back with me once they went, took me back and did all the IVs and stuff like that. They don't allow family to go back with you, which is fine because that would have made me more nervous, I think. But I remember laying there and the nurse, or yeah, I guess it was a nurse, brought in the gown and the cap that you have to put over your hair. And just all this stuff. And she was like, all right, I'm going to leave you alone while you get undressed, take everything off, underwear, bra, all of that. And then she closed the curtain and she left. And I remember looking at that gown and thinking, I can still leave. I can still leave. I can decide that this is not what I want to do. Um, let me. I mean, I was having a freak out moment. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, is this? Am I sure? I mean, so I just kind of automatically went through, pick the gown up, put it on, take off pants, take off, lingerie. Um, and then I lay down in the bed and I was shivering so hard. And I don't know if it was because I was cold or if it was because of nerves. And so there was like one little sheet on the bed. And so I, put that over me, but I was still shivering. And the nurse came in and she was like, "Oh, honey, are you cold?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm really freezing." And she was like, "Well, I'm going to give you a bear hug." And I was like, "Please don't." I didn't say that, but I was like, okay. What she did was she pulled out this inflatable blanket type thing and she put it over me and it just blew hot air all over my body. And then, she put like the sheet and then she got another sheet. She put that on top of it. And so I stopped shivering. And she was like, all right, I'm going to leave and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do your IVs and, all that kind of stuff. And I said, okay. And, so she left and I'm under this warm, luxurious, beautiful blanket that I would have loved to have brought home with me. And I'm just laying there and I'm like, okay, you're really going to do this. Like, you're really going to do this. They're going to be in a few minutes to hook IVs up to you. That's going to be your no going back point. If you let them hook those IVs up into you. And so she came back and she was very talkative, very nice lady. And, I'm not going to lie, I was nervous as hell. And, she did the IV on one side and it didn't take. So she was like, "I'm so sorry, I'm going to have to poke you again." And I was like, "It's no big deal. I don't have like a needle phobia or anything like that. Doesn't really hurt. We're good." And so she sticks me on the other side and she gets it and then she's taping everything. No, she got me on my right hand. She tried it first on my left. And she's like, "I'm so sorry. I know that you said that you were right-handed. I was trying, to not do it on your right hand. And I was like, "Whatever, you got it in there. It's fine." And then she left and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm doing this." I let her put the IV in because, in my head, if I let her do that, then yes, I was doing this. And so I was like, it's still not too late. Yes, it is. Stop. So I kind of forced myself to, I don't want to say I forced myself into the surgery because come on, you go through months. Or like me, I went through about 2 years of the total process to know that this is what I wanted done. I went through 2 psych evals, 2 dietary weight loss plans. I couldn't think of the word. Because, like I said, I had started before and then I had stopped because of stuff that I had going on in my family, and then I started back up. And, I didn't go through all that for nothing. Like, that wasn't fun. The psychological evaluation wasn't fun. The getting 500 tubes of blood drawn pre-op was not fun. Listening to the nutritionist talk to me about food was not fun. None of that was fun. I mean, it wasn't torture, but, it wasn't like, "Oh, I'm bored. I think I'll go to the nutritionist today." Having to talk to people about my decision and defend that decision, that wasn't fun. To hear people still to this day on my um, Facebook timeline, my personal Facebook, which I have not announced that I had gastric bypass surgery because to me it's not the platform to do so. Um, but they'll talk about, I've got two people in particular that talk about how dangerous gastric bypass is, and they're so offended because their doctor suggested it, and didn't they know that people died from that? And you know, this is on my Facebook feed. I'm not going to say every day because it's not, but knowing that there are people there that definitely do not support weight loss surgery, that's not fun. Um, but I knew that something had to be done. And even though I was terrified, and even though I didn't allow myself to lean on anyone because I felt like I had to make everyone else um not worry, if that makes any sense. But so even though I dealt with it all on my own and I was petrified, I do not regret it for a second. And let me tell you, there are days where I'm like, what the hell did I do to myself? But that last, like, okay, let's say, like, I think it was Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, I drank some no sugar added, what was it, hot chocolate. And I ended up dumping. And during that point, I was like, what the hell did I do to myself? I can't even drink sugar-free hot chocolate or no sugar added hot chocolate. I mean, like I was really, woe is me, meh. And then I took a Zofran and I was okay. So, you know, you're going to have moments post surgery where you regret what you're going through. But ultimately, you're not going to regret the surgery. Um, unless you have complications or whatever. And I don't want to scare you bringing any of that stuff up because the likelihood is not high. But if you are having cold feet and if you are scared about getting this surgery, that's okay. If you have someone that you can talk to about it, talk to them. Talk to me. Talk to me down below. I will talk you through it as best as I can. And please, I still haven't taken off the janky nail polish that I showed in my Instagram picture a few days ago. I don't know, I forget about taking it off. Anyways, woo, squirrel. Um, talk to somebody, talk to me, talk to a counselor, talk to your Instagram weight loss community, talk to someone because it sucks to go through it alone, but you'll be okay. And it's totally normal. All right. Have a great day. Bye.